Okay. No Red Bull. Wasn't prepared. This is gonna be the day off. This was supposed to be the day off. But damn it, that show, that damn show stuck in the middle. They did it again. I thought we had an arrangement and an understanding. My days off are my holy days, and I am not to be disturbed. But, however, and then I got some things to say that are, again, probably not going to be popular. This is not going to be a long live. I'm not going to share a bunch of clips. I'm going to say things, probably going to stir the pot a little bit. But, damn it, stuck in the middle. Y'all did it again. You did it again. And thank you to, damn it, Marmar Binks, Martha, you bald goblin. You really put the fire back in this show stuck in the middle. It's been around for years. I used to have to drive to the studio almost like what, once, twice a week, and it was for a couple of years. And then we had to go into different states, just about, well, pretty far. No more drives to the studio, Martha. But then you show up and something like this gets dropped in my lap, and I'm supposed to not jam out to it. Best country rap song in the world.
Martin in the basement, call it ground zero. Living off his big girl, call her the real hero. Dumpster dive king, scavenger supreme. Cloud chasing, clown chasing, half-baked dreams. Martha in the mud, ain't no rising star. Trading off his kids just to chase that bizarre. Cloud on his mind, but the truth ain't far. Martha in the mud, yeah, that's who you are. Left 3 kids, ran for the trash, been thrown. Fame over family, that's the path you've shown. Big girl feeding you.
So inspiring, so real, so true, transcending art into reality. True words never spoken. Oh man, was there something about dumpster diving? Let me hear this again.
While you sit on her couch, Martha with the mic, but your rhymes don't slouch. Basement bound, man, it's dark down there. Fame's a long shot, but you're grabbing that air. React to this, Martha, tell me how it feels. Living on scraps while she foots the bill. Martha in the mud, ain't no rising star. Trading off his kids just to chase that bizarre. Cloud on his mind.
I love, Martha, how you've been in the comments recently, and you do this with everybody that you seem to mess with. You just keep on saying things like, oh yeah, let me just paraphrase. I'm going to lie, and then I'm not going to respond in kind. Just like he continues to say, you cowards didn't give me an opportunity to defend myself, even though you were sniping us, watching us. We extended an invite. The link was pinned at the top. We dropped it in the chat. And what else? What else? Oh yeah, we had a phone line, by God, but you had no means to defend yourself. No means to defend yourself whatsoever. Of course not. All the call-ins, the messages. Oh, the twerk clip, by the way. Centered Soul, that fella, Centered Soul, Soft Heart. Originally, I think it was from Ismic. That's where I think I saw the clip for the first time. Martha twerking. Whoa, the internet didn't need that. We were not ready. We're more ready for the Epstein list and flight logs than we are for the Martha twerk video. More on that later, though.
But the truth ain't far. Martha in the mud, yeah, that's who you are. Dumpster dive deep, looking for some pride. Found a mirror, saw the man you tried to hide. YouTube fame, but your life's a joke. Martha on the mic, yo, your game is broke.
How to do it, Stuck. What's up, Barry? What's up, Cass? Hello, everybody. Actions. Good to see everybody. This was supposed to be my holy day. By God, Stuck. I told you, don't you bother me on my day off, man. You gotta go and drop this banger. Damn it, cuz. There's no Red Bull in my blood right now. I'm just running on pure emotion. Oh, I had the inner Hulk Hogan come out. Emotion. Okay. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. And now I'm gonna rip the band-aid off because I have to get serious for a second. Again, though, damn it, stuck. I wanted my day off. I don't even have to wake up early tomorrow. You ruined everything. Martha, you beautiful goblin, you. Oh, he's going to clip that and be like, yeah, look at that liberal. Call another man beautiful. Well, you big bald baby bitch. What can I say? All right. Also, maybe a little teaser. I haven't even properly informed Mr. Josh or Tom, depending on who you ask. All right. I'm aware that there might be supporters, people that watch. Remember, I don't hold it against you if you go places where I'm not liked. All right, I already seen some chats. I've done seen it. Yeah, okay. I briefly perused Dagburn's chat. It doesn't look like my video was very well received. That's okay. I'm still going to sleep okay, especially with music like that. Aside from that, the whole ops thing, it's just not going to bother me. Even Gotcha Man's comment, I just respect anybody that's willing to come and say what they need to say on any topic, right? Like, I don't know if there was some sort of implication that I am not taking sides and that I'm just asking the question. I'm not being confrontational enough. But regardless, it's cool. It's cool if somebody can just reach out and talk like somewhat civil adults. Like, it's not me. I'm not inheriting a beef by talking about a beef. So all that to lead to this last thing, and this is the thing that I've only just told, like, everybody at Stuck Studios, PBR, okay? I've been on record to support him, and, I think he put up with a lot of shit. Yes, he's done some stuff. Some stuff, for sure, right? Like, I know. Twisted, if you're in here, man, I understand. Wait, look at the fucking timing on that. Hi, Trinket, Pinkett, whatever. Yeah, so I'm just saying this. Look, man, by God, this is the fucking YouTube, okay? This is not gang war shit. Y'all need to chill the fuck out. I'm just saying, could not stay in the live stream last night. I could not. I dropped like one comment or maybe two, and agree to disagree. This is probably going to be covered. We'll see. Okay, there has to be a discussion. There's no way that I think we can just discredit the entire Epstein list and everything that Dan Bongino and Cash Patel and everybody has reported on, talking about caseloads, reviews, and videos and evidence, and then all of a sudden, like, because the official report by three-letter agencies, and yes, we're all indoctrinated and taught to trust them. Let me ask you this. Like, no tinfoil hat moment or anything. Every time we ask the police to do an investigation of themselves, and yes, we have things like IS, right, or internal affairs, I should say IA, of course. But let's say internal affairs is not involved, and the police have to do a report on themselves if they're accused of wrongdoing. And we get the official report that says, of course, there's no wrongdoing here. Do we, as the public, always trust the official report? Nah, fuck no, man. No. The 9/11 stuff, that's a debate that was hosted on Stuck in the Middle some years ago. Oh, that was one of the spiciest debates ever, I'll tell you. My counter debater argumenter guy was drunk and just going full Jew hating, wanted to strangle me. Good days, good times. Miss them studio segments. I do. But not even the 9/11 stuff, just the Epstein stuff, man. I'm not going to sit here and see. And I haven't even looked. You know what? Fuck it. Real quick, I wasn't going to share clips. I have to watch something that I haven't seen. I posted it. I blind posted it. That's very irresponsible. PP. Fucking liberal of you, PP. Okay. Look at that. I want to hear it one more time. Nope. Don't do it. Asmongold, all right? I'm glad
Let me tell you.
YouTubers have posted some shit like this. All right? I didn't respond to it. In my heart, I was like, there's no way that Trump, who made this a campaign promise. First off, I don't understand, like, and I'm just saying, this is not PBR, man. Like, you think this is a defense of Trump, and I think you're allowed to be critical of people that we supported. It's important that we're critical and we just don't blindly accept everything. And I understand that you are accepting this like neatly wrapped up in a box with with the bow and all that. And I just no, I can't. I'm not gonna go against my own gut feeling. You can call me a conspiracy theorist or a nutcase or whatever, or a man out of breath because he's talking too many words per second. But no fucking way, dude, that this was all just like, nope, there's nothing to see here. And the official footage, by God, all right, there's footage that we have. I'm going to save it for the Stuck in the Middle episode. It is from a friend of ours that I met through Stuck in the Middle, who has gone on to be a pretty successful journalist. And he's met the MAGA folks in charge. He had an interview with Majorie Green. Sorry, and he got some. He has footage. I'm sure it's circulated. There's a whole missing ass minute in that the footage. I think somewhat newly released of Epstein supposedly, doing himself in, and we're supposed to really believe. Jesus, all right. Like I wanted to ask in that chat, but I saw how it was going. I wanted to ask, like, you really don't accept any gray area or nuance here. I'm not coming at you, man. This is not a fucking war. I just say I disagree. So let me see what this is real quick.
I know for a fact documents are being suppressed. Hand to God, I know the names of people whose files are being suppressed in order to protect them.
Alan Dershowitz was a member of the legal defense team for the first criminal case against Jeffrey Epstein.
Apparently now they're thinking about releasing the Epstein files again. Here's the problem.
Okay, before I hear what the problem is, which the problem is pretty freaking apparent, it's a bad look for an administration that made promises that they're trying to completely walk back on. It's just bad. It leaves a bad taste in our hearts, in our minds, in our souls. Like it's just you can't forget everything that brought us to this point and running on this promise that we were going to get the truth. And all the individuals, and the only names I have memorized is Patel and Bongino. These people kind of rose to prominence, shall I say grifting off of the trust of the people and eliciting their support by using this issue. And this issue is a big one, and I'm not just going to see it get tucked away. So the problem is obvious, Asmongold, big YouTuber god person. What is the problem? Tell me. I just have a disagreement with some YouTubers, and I won't play Civil War with them, and I'm gonna support who I support, and I don't give a fuck who says what in the chat, blah blah blah. But yeah, let's see what the big guy says.
Right now, if Trump releases the Epstein files, it won't change anyone's opinion unless a number of really powerful people are directly implicated and go to jail.
Also not a bad point, especially when like the administration is self-aware enough, like, oh boy, look, our own crowd is turning on us. Let's just feed them something. But I guess if you would listen to the way it was delivered on that live last night, whatever we're fed and we're told it's official and it's signed appropriately, we're supposed to just entirely believe. And that's not the world we live in. That's not the government. I don't know if it's an age gap thing. I'm old too. I'm not a youngin'. I'm not a spring chicken. I just kind of maybe look like one. I don't know. It's you decide, blah, blah, blah. But no way, man. This government has been compromised and they feed us what they are willing to let us see. I sure do believe that there's something akin to a deep state, and that's why it's all the more betraying for someone like Trump, the man who's I voted for him and I betrayed my old ideology, even though I feel like I was pushed out of the ideology. I voted for this guy because this was one of his things. So if they go ahead and release something, it better have some results. They better have some sort of restitution for the families. We better see some more transparency. Shit needs to go down in public. Like, if there's any conspiracies you want to attack, I just not long ago, because, somebody in this house does watch mainstream, there's apparently in the MAGA crowd been talk about the Texas flood was the result of scientists geoengineering the clouds to make it so. Go ahead. That's fresh enough without so much data comparatively to the Epstein case where we have years of data and people speaking out. And the 17-year-old he was referring to, she was, I mean, if you want to trust the official reports here, and man, this is complicated. She went on record on her social media to say she would never harm herself, and guess how she ended up? This is the person that was being spoken about, that was referred to as Hot Pants. She had a whole name and a family. She also, in great detail in one of the many documentaries, went into how she ended up in that kind of cabal and was used to lure other younger females into the island, the mansion, what have you. And I just cannot how anyone can just discount everything in like a flash, in a blink, and the condescension in the from the source to the chat. Like the person Nolo is just trying to, I think, share their opinion, which it was entirely different from our host PBR. It was just different, and it became very vicious, and that was just kind of sad, because discourse is something that I really believe in. The orta. That's why I'm not big on like, okay, since you're speaking out about this or you said that about that person, you have to co-sign to everything and you have to be labeled on that side for fucking ever. Why do you think I do a show called Stuck in the Middle? You can call me a fence sitter or whatever the case. I'm not going to go to war because someone else is influencing me too. It's going to be because of my own convictions. I'm getting off on this tangent here. Let me hear something more credible. Asmongold, big YouTuber guy.
Trust has already been broken.
Bill Clinton.
Nice guy. Got a lot of problems coming up, in my opinion, with the famous island with Jeffrey Epstein.
That island was really a cesspool. There's no question about it.
Remember that? People that are siding on that side that are just like, yeah, now it's a big nothing burger all of a sudden. Jesus. How it's, I see, it's so easy to be condescending. It's easy to take that approach as if you are the guru, which is also kind of somewhat amusing when we kind of poke fun at somebody that acts like an all-knowing guru and how they weaponize their community, right? There's a little irony there. Just saying, with respect here.
But right. Just ask Prince Andrew.
You say that the FBI has Epstein's list. They're sitting on it.
You have the names. Like, he literally just gave 2 names. That's so bad. Are you protecting them?
Thousands of videos. Epstein with children or child well over, this will make you sick, 200 victims.
And he just so happened to have the terrible images on his computer, right? That was no inclination that he was, with the great wealth and power he hoarded, wouldn't take it a little further than just having images and videos on his PC. And also, this is a man that was notorious for cataloging and blackmailing people of high influence. You can't just look away from that and be like, oh yeah, you know what, whatever he was collecting just in case he needed to get out of jail free card, whatever it was, it's all just poof, gone in the wind. Why? Because our government's institutions, who are more interested in covering their own asses than the concerns of the people of which that appoint them or of which that have to pay them via taxes, they'll believe anything we say. We got one president in recently that's kind of restored some level of trust. Let's abuse that to the fullest degree and throw in let's go all in and say, yeah, this whole big thing that captivated a nation and the world was just nothing. Gotcha, got your nose. We got you. Ha. No, man. I can't. I'm just completely disagreeing. I'm vehemently disagreeing. 100%.
So, if there's so many videos, you're telling me nobody else was in any of these videos?
A lot of flight logs, a lot of names, a lot of information.
Incredible.
In the age where the internet never fucking forgets, we haven't forgotten. We don't even need the internet. We would have heard something shit like this and we'd still be talking about it 500 years from now. Maybe that's a little hyperbolic, but I'm saying, in America, when you talk about harming kids, there's nothing else that will captivate our fucking attention. And you want to see us seethe and bleed for justice? This is one of those issues that we will do just that for. So you can't just flippantly say, okay, nothing to see here, folks. Forget everything. Forget the fucking dog and pony show. Ah, man, it's insulting. I feel insulted, like I just got fucking bitch smacked in the face. Truly, I had a terrible triple T joke in there. No offense, no offense. Okay.
Disturbing. We have so many individuals.
This is actually crazy how big of a cover up this is. It is shocking that it's this big of a cover up. Donald Trump called them out by name.
Bill Clinton.
Got a lot of problems coming up, in my opinion, with the famous island with Jeffrey Epstein.
We gave you the benefit of the doubt, man. You were his friend for years. I listened to everybody that told me, oh, he kicked him out of the New York hotel. Look, that's proof that there was nothing, and I'm not implicating Donald Trump at all, but what in the shit? And now we can't help but put our little proverbial, hey, FBI, CIA, I don't mean this literally, crosshairs right on the sides of like DJT, saying, what are you hiding, bro? You were really, really rearing to use this as a point of voting for you on the debate stage, but now you're at the center with power and influence, and all of a sudden, all of your people, nothing.
Island was really a cesspool. There's no question about it. Just ask Prince Andrew.
All right, so yes, I made it pretty clear here. I think I disagree, and you're gonna see. Yeah, no, look. Hey, I just want to say you did your best to hold your own, given that the place you were in and the host, the mods, were not very accommodating. At the very least, I guess you weren't blocked. That's all I'll say with regarding that. But this right here, this brought me to life without the Red Bull. This is gonna replace Red Bull. I'm not gonna play it again, but it's just a couple lines.
Cloud chasing, half-baked dreams. Martha in the mud, ain't no rising star. Trading off his kids.
I just needed a little line, a little fix. Martha in the mud. So check out Stuck in the Middle. The next What's Up, OG. I went off on a couple things. I'm probably gonna wake up to a headache, but after the morning where I get to sleep in, yes, I do have that working for a living thing going on. And yeah, hey, all chats of the world, do your thing. Consider me an op. I will continue to sleep at night. It's gonna be what's gonna be. Accept what you can't control, and you'll live with a little bit more peace in your life. God bless. Let's see where we go from here. Wish it could be longer, but nah.